Welcome to Team Matters. It's Aimee Mukendi here, and I'm here to talk about girls, more girls.
Hey now, I think we're enough with the girl situation here. I'm Kayla Anatone, and I will be talking about the teen pregnancy and the sex education.
Girls.
Hey, enough with the girls.
Said teen
We don't
pregnancy.
need no more girls in the
Only
world.
girls can get pregnant.
Prevention of teen pregnancy.
Only girls can get
Prevention.
pregnant.
Well, you help too, so I can be like boys, but I'm trying to prevent that.
Hey man, I'm all about sexual education.
Hands on, we'll talk about it.
I feel like we're missing
Erica.
somebody. Oh.
I like science, environment, and politics. What's so funny?
No, it's funny because to me, scientists and politics are kind of boring. So it's like, I like how you dropped down the thing. I don't know if you meant that, but.
There's a science of women, you know what I'm saying? There's a science of girls. You gotta know the biology to learn the anatomy so you can do the psychology. Is psychology science? That considered science?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
sociology, psychology
Okay.
thing.
All right, so what do we want to start off today's show with? What are we gonna talk about? What's going on in the news?
I'm feeling you're all hyped up about this girl thing, so
Always hyped up about girls, you know? Get
bring it on.
Well, first of all, man, we live in a new society, and I think it's important for a lot of these little boys out here, all of you little boys in the world out there, you gotta understand the value of women. You see me? If you want to be like me, I'm up here with two beautiful women. You understand? There's certain rules and regulations that you need to follow. You gotta be able to approach a girl, a young lady, in the right way. You want to be respectful when you want to say hello. You want to be comfortable talking to her one-on-one more than you're comfortable talking via text message or leaving emojis on her Instagram or Snapchatting her selfies. You gotta stop with the selfies, guys. It's not okay. Nobody's that cute.
All right, so if you feel like you got this down packed and you can show these young gentlemen out here how to talk to a girl, let's do it. Let's show them what you got.
Where do we want to start? Where do we want to go? Where am I going?
All right, Erica, let's have you, I don't know, go pretend to wash the tables. And he's gonna approach you.
I have to wash the tables now.
I don't know.
And I gotta approach a girl washing tables? Why can't she be
Hey,
reading
if you
the book?
got the skills, well, we don't have any time right now. So, if you got the skills and you think you got it all, you can get her by washing tables. So,
All right, let's get it. I'm about to show you guys how you pick up a young lady. It's 2015. Make sure you're on your phone, because that's what everybody does nowadays, you know?
all right, guys, make sure you take some notes.
Wow, this table's so dirty.
Don't forget that spot over there, Erica.
I don't think you should forget this spot either.
I don't think you should boss me around.
Wow, sorry, no beef. My name's Aimee. What's your name?
Erica.
Oh, I didn't realize you were gonna shake my hand with your wet hands, but I kinda like it.
Wow, I have that other thing to go to.
Oh,
Now.
Well, before you go, I was wondering, I saw you over here washing tables, and I was wondering if you could teach me how to wash tables at some point.
Sure. Go in a circular motion.
I mean, not right here in this particular moment. I'm not particularly dressed to watch tables now, but I was thinking maybe we could wash a table and maybe afterwards catch a movie.
Yeah, sure, I'll consider it.
Think I can get your number?
Yeah, that's fine.
Check it
Well done,
Thank
well
you,
done.
thank
I
you.
see you got some skills.
out. But I know that wasn't completely perfect, so I want you two ladies to tell me what I need to do to improve.
You cannot touch my butt. You're right. The washing table scene probably wasn't your ideal pick to pick a girl, but you got her number. So A+ for you. Now all these guys think that they can walk into Burger King with some girl washing tables and be like, hey, I want your number.
It's not always that easy, though. I need to hear what made you give me my number. Would you just give me my number because of the scene, or did that actually work? Because I can't, you know what I mean? I know I have the power to do that, but every guy in the world is just not Aimee.
You're assuming I give you the correct number. But, I mean...
Well thought of. Quick, dial her number right now. You gotta see if it's her.
I think, it's just, okay, approaching women is pretty easy, but if someone tries to like brush you off, just go with it. Like it's fine. Like we both like kind of had like a give and go there, so it wasn't like terrible. But I mean, there's better ways to approach as well. And like, I don't know if we would go out to the movies after like washing a table, but I mean, if you're gonna go for it, go for it.
I mean, see, and I have questions too, because there's always a question because girls are nothing but trouble and headaches, but
We can say the same for you.
less headaches. I mean,
Okay.
you guys probably have more bellyaches. Anyways, my thing is, when I'm telling these little guys out here, what's the next step? What is the first step? Because there was a time where going to the movies, if you thought someone was attractive, was the acceptable way. Now we're living in a society where that might not even be the case. It might not even be the case for me to ask for your number. The real option might be for me to ask you for your Instagram or to add you on Snapchat.
Well, let's go back to the start here. I think the main part of like dating and approaching someone is about self. I know that sounds kind of like far back, but like if you are confident with yourself, you can be confident with another person. It's all about self-respect in order to like respect another person.
And let me tell you guys, the key to getting a girl's heart is definitely respecting yourself and being confident. I would never talk to a guy that's all like, oh, I'm not really sure about myself. You're going to be shy towards me, I'm going to be shy towards you. I personally like a guy, hey, my name is whatever your name is, I think you're pretty, how about you say dinner? 7 o'clock my house? All right. The confidence, it's a real like turn on. Like, I don't know.
Confidence.
Confidence is key.
I think I'm taking notes to myself, but it's tough. And I know it's extremely tough, guys, because a lot of times you're out with your friends. And I know every guy knows about this. You're with 3 of your boys. You see a girl, they all tease you like you're not going to go talk to her. Then when you finally go talk to her, you got to somehow put up the roadblock to not see them behind it, like, making faces and everything.
But it makes it easier for you guys to talk to us if you have your friends over there. It makes us laugh because, like, hey, look at your friends, they're kind of silly. Yeah, those are my friends, and they're making fun of me because I find you attractive. Being honest.
And if ever in doubt, if you really want to learn how to talk to girls, go watch Fresh Prince. Okay? Because
Will Smith has it all.
by the show, Fresh Prince had nothing but beautiful young ladies, and he had all the great pickup lines.
Right, great pickup lines.
So anyway, since we're done talking about girls, what's the next topic? Like, what do you guys want to talk? You want to talk about science, or where are we going right now?
Well, I feel like if we're on the topic of the girls, might as well bring in the sex ed and teen pregnancy, kind of on that topic.
Stevie J face.
Weirdo. Anyways, all right, everybody here wants kids. Maybe? I didn't want kids. Any of you guys want kids?
Eventually.
Adoption is a great option.
Very well. I'm here to help you guys know that 14 years old and having kids, not cool. I understand there's certain circumstances where you can't really help that, like rape is definitely one of them, and I'm not condoning it, and I'm not saying, hey, if you get raped, keep your baby, because there's definitely other options. As Erica said, adoption is always the way to go. But I just want to know, like, what is your guys' main concern about teen pregnancies? Like, what are your guys' topic that you have a question for me? And I can answer. I have a kid. She is 1 year and 3 months old. I had her when I was 22, so no, I wasn't a young teen, but I have my life together. I had a job, I have a car, my own house.
Support.
So I was set.
You have support as well, which many people won't get when they're young.
Right.
And even when you're older sometimes and you get pregnant, especially out of wedlock, like you won't see that support. So it's important to remember these aspects when you're going into your process of like deciding what you're going to do with your pregnancy, whether it's abortion or adoption. You have to remember there's lots of factors and things aren't always going to play out as you hope.
Guys, I think we gotta pump the brakes a little bit, because these kids don't even know what sex is. All right, kids, first of all, if your mom didn't tell you about the birds and the bees, a boy has a thing, a lady has something that the boy puts the thing in, and that's how the babies come from. I'm sorry we got a little bit explicit. I hope they can make it through the FCC airwaves. I'm just letting y'all know, just because you wear a condom doesn't mean you won't end up with a baby. Just because you wear a condom doesn't mean you won't end up with an STD, which is disgusting and gross, and you don't want to get STDs, and that's why abstinence is the best way.
Couldn't
I
agree
completely
more.
disagree. I think the reason that we're here today talking about sex education is because abstinence does not work. I mean, it's going to happen, so we might as well educate people on STDs, protection, and all the other options, because how many, like, okay, we're literally meant to repopulate. And I know it sounds terrible, but like that's what teens do, and you can't stop them. They're just gonna do it. We might as well just give them the options to keep it safe.
Maybe, like, sure. I mean, you're gonna have sex. I'm not saying that you're gonna have sex at 14, 15, 16. Is still really young. I mean, 17 is legal age of consent, so I guess I can't really argue with the law. But if you're gonna have sex, we're gonna educate you on how to prevent having babies, especially if you are young. Because when you're young, you can't even get a job yet. And do you really want your parents taking care of your child, or do you really want somebody else to take care of your child for you? I couldn't do it. I mean, I made the baby. I gotta take care of it. You lay your bed, or you make your bed, you lay in it.
Well, let's talk consent then. What is consent?
All right, consent. When two people talk about getting physical with each other and agreeing to it, not pressure or persuasion or prostitution or anything. Like when two people physically sit down, hey, I think it's the right time. Other person on the other end, I think you're right. Not that anybody should really set up a time and day when they're gonna finish what you started. But
Finish.
I think it's important to note that consent can be taken away at any time by either party. If like someone becomes uncomfortable with the situation, consent can go away. If someone says, please stop, no, whatever it is, like consent is no longer there. And it's important to know that just because they said one time like that they did consent doesn't hold true the entire time.
we are a group of mind changers. So if you change your mind, there's nothing wrong with that. Not at all. Like, you're not ready, you're not ready. And no one's going to force you.
Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't force you, I should say.
And to all the young boys out there, understand something, man. If it takes 3 double taps on the girl's picture, if she's willing to give it up to you, the chances are you're not the only person she's giving up to. And to the ladies, if little boy is talking to you the same way he's talking to your best friend, the chances are he has the same intentions with you that he does with your friend. So words, even if they're amazing words, they're not always accurate and true. So you got to beware, and that's probably the safest and best way to avoid getting in situations with an STD.
Very well. Very well. So then, let's talk about STDs and what are they and what happens when you get them. I know you're seeming kind of grossed out right now.
He's shuddering out of personal experience.
Oh, you got some dirty secrets.
I have no dirty secrets. I watched Dave Chappelle's show when I was a kid, and I saw all the gonorrheas and the crabs, and they sang to me, and I still hear the songs in my head now. So I avoid those situations.
Oh, would you like to give an example of some of your songs so these boys can get the same creeps like you do? No?
I can't remember the lyrics, man. This is what we have YouTube for, ladies and gentlemen. During our commercial break, go to YouTube and search Dave Chappelle Crab Show. Maybe your parents will appreciate those swear words.
All right, very well. So we're in a commercial break right now.